just grabbed every key demographic.
Super duper, gang. Yeah. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy. That is good news.
It is the 22nd day of May, 2026. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are on a Friday. That's right, Friday. Parrish will be here soon. Marnie will be here soon. Cast O thousands, and it's Memorial Day weekend. Don't forget the reason for the weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get some comedy and get the show started and get to the initials game. Maybe give away $116.5 thousand today. Is that right? 116.5? Yeah, that's right, I think. Anyway, here's John Caparulo on Memorial Day yard sales. Have a great weekend, everybody. Come on in. I am glad you are here.
Every year we would have yard sales on Memorial Day weekend, so it's like Mardi Gras for white trash. Yeah. I never understood how people can come to a yard sale and get picky. You know what I mean? They make me feel bad about the stuff I didn't want anyway. You know, like, well, what's this? I don't want this. Neither do I. That's why it's a dime. All right, I don't care. Does this VCR have a remote? No, it doesn't have a cord either. That's why it's $4, dude. It's a piece of crap. Well, I was looking for a new VCR. Yeah, I think they sell those at places called stores. All right, you're in my garage. Look on the wall. That's a spider. Get the out of here. All right? People come to your yard sale and ask for items that they don't even see. Like I got departments you don't know about or something. You know, like, where are your drapes? We're looking for drapes. We don't see drapes. Oh, that's because housewares is on the back porch. I'm sorry. You can stop by customer service at the shed, get a slushie and a pretzel. I mean, really, it's not... What's your return policy? I'll stab you if you come back here. Go away.
On your side, you hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
All right, Power Trip Morning Show, Friday, May 22nd, 2026. I'm Corey Cove. That's Chris Hockey. That's Meat Sauce Paul Lambert. There's Zach Halverson. Good morning, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Hog Steady.
Hi, baby.
Hey, not to start with the buzzkill, but do we have an update on the Kyle Busch thing? Like, what happened?
Man.
Do we know?
No,
Outside of the, quote, severe illness that looks like it went really south really fast, what the hell happened there?
I've read some, different things that he was going through. I know, he had the bleeding leg earlier the year. He had the sinus problem. I don't know, man. I don't have a handle on it. No idea.
Heartbreaker.
It is.
41 years old, wife and 2 kids, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach, are you back there?
Yeah.
Yeah. You reading anything that's off the record from anybody? Because I haven't even read anything that had conjecture.
Yeah, there's everybody's, speculating. I think the leading speculation was that, a couple weeks ago at Watkins Glen, he asked for, on the radio toward the end of the race, he asked for a doctor to basically come to his motorhome and said something along the lines of, I need a shot.
I need a shot.
And then last week at Dover, he was sort of complaining, but it seemingly he was recovering from it. Won the Truck Series race at Dover a week ago.
Wait, can we stop for 1 second? I have to cut you off. Sorry, Zachary. Yeah. Can we go back? Is there something in NASCAR where a shot would be needed, or is this way out of the blue? Like, is that something that is standard? What kind of shot would a driver need?
No idea.
That's the question, right, Zach? I agree, and I've heard people talking about that. I wonder if it was a pain thing, some sort of
cortisone.
Like that kind of thing that an NFL player might get at halftime.
Yeah,
right.
Interesting.
The word, I guess, sinus infection has been kind of the common theme, I guess, that he was dealing with some sort of a sickness the last couple of weeks. So whatever a shot can cure in terms of that, I don't know. But and then obviously, like I said, he won a week ago. Seemingly was relatively fine again. I think some of the reporters noticed that he was still finding out, but they thought it was getting better, and unfortunately that was obviously not the case. And I was a little concerned when they came out with that statement yesterday early afternoon when they said that it was just serious illness. And,
a serious illness.
Yeah, and he was hospitalized, and the family wants privacy. And you're like, well, I literally talked to ChatGPT, like, get me off a ledge. Like, this doesn't look good, right? And they're like, oh, there's plenty of reasons. And not even my worst fears, but I've thought that 2-3 hours later, this is the most shocking, surprising, crazy news and just devastating news that I think the NASCAR world has seen. And, I still haven't gotten over the shock yet. This is unbelievable. This has, and Hawk, maybe you can comment on this, but I was 6 when Dale died. Yeah. And I think this is the closest we've come to a loss of that caliber and that much of an impact in this sport. So
yeah, there's a lot of similarities there too, because I mean, it's not like Kyle Busch was widely loved by everybody, and neither was I think people forget there was a large segment of the population that thought Dale Earnhardt Sr. was just rotten to the core, and Kyle Busch was the guy who was great, and I remember people loved him at first. He was the kid brother to Kurt Busch, who was good as soon as he came in. There were two kids out of Vegas who just appeared out of nowhere and were great. And Kyle Busch got so good that people started hating him because he won so much, and he had no problem telling people he was quote unquote supposed to respect. They could eat his butt, Right. I mean, but it's weird too because, and I completely understand this. Please know that I know this. It's none of our business. We all want answers, but we don't deserve. It's his life. It's their life. It's their problem they're dealing with. But the amount of conjecture that comes out, I mean, I have myself, as somebody who completely respects the idea that they can come out and say whatever they want to say or not say. I completely get that. I've looked at everything I can possibly look at. I'm like, is his face look puffy? Was he maybe dealing with some sort of thing where he was having to take chemo? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I have thought of every possible scenario because nobody knows for sure. And again, I know as a human, I don't deserve that. None of us do. But as a curious individual who was a fan and is a fan of NASCAR, period, I want to know the answer because I'm worried about the answer, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, if the guy was 93 years old, you'd say, well, but when he's 41, it's what the sweet hell happened here?
41.
And we all watched Dale Earnhardt die. We all watched him die. And, the shock happened and we saw what happened to him. A race car driver dies in a race car crash. That happens. A 41-year-old doesn't die of an illness nobody knew he had. It's the craziest thing.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. And I know that does happen, but you get my point.
Yep. Yeah.
It wasn't it doesn't seem like it was an aneurysm. It doesn't seem like there's just so many open questions here. And as a human, I need answers, man. I need to know what happened to him because his face, he seemed so sad. He seemed so upset. But then you see him talking to his little boy and he's like the happiest guy ever. So then you say, well, he seems fine then. He was upset because he's a race car driver. He wasn't happy with his car or whatever. And maybe he wasn't even happy with his team, but he wasn't upset with his life. And then the whole thing about him accidentally cutting his leg earlier this year, Zach, is so weird because the one article I read was from a reputable source and made it sound like the bleeding would not stop. And you're like, okay, well, what would cause the bleeding a cut in the leg to not stop bleeding? And then you start wondering that, did he have some sort of a disease that we didn't? And I think in the end, we're going to find out. I believe that there was something going on behind the scenes that he had known about for a long time that just got, just hit him and was gone. I mean, and things like that can happen, right? Who knows?
It's all about finding some closure here.
Yeah.
And just finding some answers to, I don't know if that helps. I guess it does help, but it's like, I mean, he brought up, his boy Brexton, and I will say, I mean, the similarities with Dale, I think even, Dale obviously known as the Intimidator, like you said, Hawk, he just for the same reasons people didn't like Dale, they didn't like Kyle because they beat your favorite driver all the damn time.
All the time.
And it was very frustrating watching that 18 M&M's car go win another damn race, and, it was very frustrating. But I will say the last few years, in the same way Dale, when he won the 98 Daytona 500 finally, the image of him really has softened a lot. And we got to see Kyle become this incredible father, this incredible man. I remember just a few months ago, I was watching clips of him and Brexton racing together on the same track. And I'm like, man, this is really nice. I'm like, man, I've never had like this like positive, warm, fuzzy feelings for Kyle Busch before.
Right. Yeah.
And it adds so much. The tragedy, his wife, Samantha, again, Brexton, Lennox, his daughter. I mean,
they went through so much to get pregnant. She's been through so many health things. I mean, it's just terrible. And it's so shocking all the way around. Again, it's something. And you know what? Zacho and I are getting on a plane tomorrow morning to go to Charlotte.
Right.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, what a weekend to go see a race for the first time in a long time, because obviously it's going to be a giant Kyle Busch tribute weekend, I assume, on some level, right?
Every dirt track, every small track in America that raced last night was doing some sort of a celebration of life and a tribute. And I'm hoping, again, selfishly, who cares, right? But before we get there, Zach, there is some kind of closure, some kind of because I don't want to have to talk to 500,000 or 500 race fans who have their idea what happened. Right. You know what I mean? I don't want people speculating that, well, he obviously was doing this or this. I don't know, man. But again, sheesh, what a shocking.
So the race is the race. You guys leave tomorrow. The race is tomorrow.
So yeah, tomorrow's I always want to call it the Busch Series race, the O'Reilly race that our guy's racing in is tomorrow.
Williams
and Williams is racing today, and the Craftsman Truck Series race today too. And then Sunday is the big Cup race.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, speaking of William, I saw William post a couple of pictures with him and Kyle Busch yesterday on social media as well.
Yeah.
Not that that's a surprise. They run in the same circles, but just to get he's in that world.
And his age is perfect Kyle Busch time.
Yeah.
He basically, I'm sure, he doesn't remember a NASCAR without Kyle Busch. Sure. And if you throw his brother Kurt, his older brother Kurt, who was the last driver that also raced with Dale Earnhardt, we have not had a NASCAR Cup Series without an Earnhardt or a Busch running every single week in, decades upon decades.
Yeah.
So
it's never happened in my life.
This is, it is.
When you say it like that, it's never happened in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
Ridiculous.
And what you said, Zacho, last night, how Marty Smith came on.
He's so great.
The dude's great.
He is.
He's unbelievable. And the professionalism and the composure was,
He was brokenhearted.
Yes, you could see it in his eyes.
And if I may transition in a hopefully not a callous way to that thing, has there ever been a reporter make that transition from freaking redneck NASCAR, hillbillies like me, to reporting on real sports like that? You know what I mean? Have we ever seen it? And he doesn't try to pretend. He ain't a Southern dude, man. How many times was I told early in my career, you got to get rid of that accent? I don't think anybody's ever told him that, or if they did, he said, forget it. What a great reporter, and what a great person to convey news while being brokenhearted without doing what I would do, which was start blubbering on television. He was great yesterday.
But you know why? And I didn't see it, but here's what I love about Marty Smith as a guy that, respects the fact that he can walk this line.
Yeah.
He is clearly friends with so many athletes, right? Not the objectivity that we keep talking about with like Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel and conflict of interest. Marty Smith is clearly close with a lot of people, right? Not just covers them, is friends with them.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of reporters that are friends with athletes, but then walk the line of like name dropping or acting like I'm cooler than you are because I know this person and I know that person. Marty Smith just seems to be, again, this is turning into a Marty Smith love fest, but it is like that. He is a great journalist.
Yeah.
But doesn't hide like, these are my boys and I'm going to back them, but here's what's going on. He's got that perfect balance between professionalism and like rubedom.
Yeah.
But he's always A+. He's so smooth.
He's so good, and he's so
really
well researched, and
and now it's all sports really. Like he does golf. He does a lot of just regular sports. Like ESPN will ask him to do almost anything. He's fantastic.
You know who's like that? And I'm going to turn it into a bit of a shot because I can't help myself. But Sauce, if you could report, that would be you. I don't think I've ever known a person like, as a friend, like really known somebody who is as liked by celebrities immediately as you are. And I don't know what that is, because like Shelton, as soon as he walked through the door, you were the guy he wanted to talk to, and he'd never heard this show a day in his life. So if you could do a damn good job reporting for once in your life, you might be the next Marty Smith.
Yeah, do you feel like your lack of ability to report
Well, no one
is holding you back?
You could have ended the sentence at ability.
No one reports in this town.
How much do you feel, really what Chris is saying is, do you believe that the English language and your lack of mastery of it is really what's holding you back from superstardom, national superstardom?
Yes.
Got it. I couldn't agree more.
And work ethic.
You mentioned that yesterday during
and
the
that.
show, by the way, and thank you for finally admitting it.
Yes.
No,
I mean,
so
what?
All right, so
your
again,
work ethic has held you back.
Yes. Marty Smith is great. Kyle Busch, unfortunately, passes away at the age of 41.
I can't stand it, man. I tell you, watching his little boy get sized for his race car seat. Did you watch that one yet, Zacho? It's like as of late. Yeah, you must have because you saw it too. Yeah. It's heartbreaking because that little. I can't do it. I can't.
There's no doubt. We talk about this all the time on the show. One of the true signs of getting older is when a tragedy like this strikes, and the first thought is not Kyle Busch, it's the kids.
Yeah.
That's when you know you're in either you are a parent or you want to be a parent, or you're old enough to know, like, Kyle had an awesome life, way, way, way short, right?
Way
41.
short.
Yeah.
But you feel 10 times worse for those kids.
You know what's crazy about that, Cor? I was thinking about this with you the other day, if you don't mind me making this point. Your dad's getting older has softened you so much that you said good things about Paul McCartney the other day.
Well said.
You know what I mean?
Defended an old man.
Yeah, because you saw him on Saturday Night Live, and the old Corey would have been like, "Get him off the damn stage!
Well,
What's he doing?" But now
he
you're like, you know
great.
what? No.
Yeah, but sure.
But you didn't point that out. You never once said when you were talking about that, he sucked. But but you were like, you can see people making fun of him as people making fun of your dad. You know what I mean? Screw them for doing that.
And just like we make fun of Sauce,
Hi.
no one makes fun of my dad but me and my brother.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like,
Right.
That's my favorite thing to do. I get to rip my dad. I did it about 40 times yesterday to his face on the phone,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It was the best.
Yeah.
But that's my dad.
Yeah, exactly.
dad, yeah.
Right. And just like Lori Lambert, it's my daddy, you know?
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, if
and you
somebody's going to
ripped
rip
him.
his butt, it's going to be me.
Speaking of my dad, come on, San Antonio, let's go.
What happened?
Do it tonight
Did they play-
for Lou.
Yeah,
Let's
the
go.
series is over. The basketball's done.
Let's go.
Thank God.
We got to get everybody
there's
healthy,
about a
man.
month left.
Oh, come on.
All of our Spurs are dropping like flies. We need them.
Yeah.
Lou's
Yeah.
got to win this ticket, man. Let's
Come
go.
on, Lou. He's got to win this
Let's
race.
go.
Got to win this race.
Yeah,
All
so,
right.
Zach and I fly out tomorrow morning at, 7 o'clock, Zacho?
Yes.
So we will be
That'd be
updating you
fun.
all weekend long from Charlotte, North Carolina. And, of course, unless it rains on us all weekend. But you know what? After what happened yesterday,
Still a
we
trip
might
to
need
Charlotte.
we might need some rain, though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That might
well
be the
said.
perfect thing for the weekend.
Well said.
All right, more of the Power Trip Morning Show after this. Sauce, what could I do if I'm, I don't know, tired of dealing with leaves and whatnot?
Go to Gutter Helmet at gutterhelmetmn.com. It's going to rain today. If your gutters are filled with leaves because you don't have them protected by Gutter Helmet, they're going to get clogged. It's going to be a disaster. Go to gutterhelmetmn.com.
What if that had just ended when Chris hit the button? If it was like, Sauce, what should I do with all these leaves? And the answer was just a guy yelling the word sex. I'd have a lot of questions like, how does that help get rid of leaves?
I'd go to gutterhelmet.com first.
No,
and
that
then-
makes more sense. I'm just trying to figure out, like,
Yeah,
what the actual plan would be.
right.
I can't imagine it's just
I can't either.
bang a pile of leaves. Like, that's,
Can you imagine how,
I would assume that would just scatter them even more.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how much more useful I'd be to the world if that did help?
Yeah.
People would be like, man, my leaves are terrible. Better call Hawk.
You'd have a lot
I'd
of
be rolling
trees
up
in
my
your yard.
sleeves and pulling down my pants.
Just make sure you bag it up.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent
What is it?
and horrifying
Breaking news, by the
story.
way. The planet just announced the end of leaves.
Oh,
Hawk banged all the leaves.
They have been eliminated. So,
I couldn't stop.
Wow,
so
Hawk.
sure, devastating news for nature, fantastic news for yard work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm the doctor that was given the task of curing cancer, and then I just cured us of humanity, period. I couldn't stop myself. I went too far. Now there's no leaves left.
Well done.
Chris hasn't done a goddamn thing working on fixing cancer. What is he doing? He's out in the backyard banging leaves.
Way to go, Hogs.
No wonder all the leaves are gone. Wait a minute. So we were doing cancer research and we eliminated leaves? Yeah, it was like when they were trying to figure out like blood work for like whatever circulation, and all of a sudden we have like Viagra. It's the same thing. He stumbled across how to eliminate leaves.
Our best scientists are working on getting boners as opposed to curing cancer.
Yeah. Well said.
Dr. Hockey's banging the pile of leaves again. He claims he's got a theory. Let's let him play it out. Let him finish.
Was crazy.
I think he's actually into it.
More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on the Fan.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now.
Hey, Cor.
Yes, sir.
I need chance. Have you, I don't even know if you ever have, so I'll just ask it like that. Have you ever listened to the lost episode of the After Party?
Wow, good question. I think I did once. When we were debating whether or not it should be pulled, or when we were fighting back and saying leave it up, and they were like, this is an embarrassment.
It is.
Yeah.
I listened to it on the way here this morning.
Yeah.
I sat in my car actually when I got here and listened to it for a little bit longer. So I listened to about a half hour this morning, and it's about an hour and, I don't know, maybe an hour, 15 minutes.
Is it the worst thing you've ever heard?
It's so
and the
crazy.
Best simultaneous.
Yeah, because you hear us getting drunk. Like at the beginning of the episode, somebody just hit record. That's fine.
Yep.
And you guys were like, "Where's Hockey?" And I'm sure I was getting drinks or doing whatever. And then I come on the air, and we just finished the show. It just ended.
Right at 7 a.m. Vegas time.
Yeah.
Right.
And we're doing shots immediately.
And just real quick, man, that first one is the Irish CB.
Yep.
You know, and then after that, I can hear myself going from stone cold sober to gone.
Yeah.
In like 15 minutes.
Was I there?
Dude, you were the leader of the pack.
Oh, yeah.
You talked more than anybody.
Yeah, shut
and
up.
And then suddenly Dov was talking more than everybody.
God.
It's so crazy, man.
Why did we give him a
my microphone? I had to take my microphone from him at one point because you were like, give that to Hawk. That's Hawk's microphone.
Stupid ass
it's
Dov.
so great. It's so great. And Rosie, by the way, I believe he dropped an MF'er like 7 minutes into it. Yeah, I know. An MF'er. Because we had went to see...
Somebody charge him for fries?
Probably.
Brilliant.
We went to Absinthe the night before.
Oh, yeah.
And Parrish was with us, and I think Creasel had not gone with us, but he'd been the night before or something like that. And Rosie went with us, and Sarah Jane went, and she was the one serving us drinks. And so we had all just gone that night before. And Rosie says, we haven't talked about the show we saw last night. And then he says, I don't know. And he goes, I got to load this in. Because he goes, it's called absinthe. And I'm like, you don't know how to say absinthe?
No, hang on. You can say it both ways.
Say it either way, man.
And then he goes, that emmer effer. And he says the word. I'm like, oh my God. The crowd goes crazy.
God. He can play the hits, man. Rosie knows how to play the hits.
He knows.
If I recall correctly, I don't know whose idea this was, because we were still worried about like show page content. So the show page had to have everybody's favorite shot on the show. And of course, there's like 18 people. So we just, I don't know who decided it, but we all of a sudden every shot that every person picked starts being served.
Yeah. Ugh. That was decided before we went out there. That's what we were going to do.
Yeah.
We were each going to have one shot. Every person who was out there that was on the show got to pick one drink, and we all had to drink it. And we were doing them. I mean, we went from the first one to the second one, which I believe was called a Las Vegas shot or something like that.
Vegas bomb?
Yeah, that was it. It was a Vegas bomb. I don't think we finished a sentence before we were drinking the second one. And the first one was an Irish CB, which is enough to get you drunk.
Okay, look.
Great.
We're at TI a week from today, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Next Thursday night.
Okay.
And next Friday morning at TI. Thursday night, 7 to 9 p.m. A Rube game of initials.
Yeah.
Winner gets a trip for 2 to Las Vegas, a whole bunch of other prizes. Then next Friday, a week from now, the first initials major of the year. Yep. And then a random draw for another trip for 2 to Las Vegas. Now, you may be saying, well, when are you guys going to Vegas? Well, hang on.
Don't worry about it.
Hang on, Buttercup.
Don't worry about it.
That'll be announced shortly.
I agree.
Details to come.
Yes.
Whenever we announce when we're going, what we have to, because it is going to be our 25th anniversary.
Wow.
If we keep talking, we're first show in KFAN history, maybe Twin Cities radio history to go 25 straight years.
Wow.
Maybe the first. Don't we have to recreate that as we're playing the hits? So when we go to Vegas in 2026, and we are, let's do this.
Yes.
Let's all pick a shot. Let's run it back.
Oh, that guy's pumped.
And if you want, we could even let's record a podcast. They didn't want us to post that one. We'll post this one.
We should. For posterity.
To celebrate what we've done.
It may be the last time this group of people is ever together. You never know.
100%.
You gotta be taping me.
Wow.
Right, let's
That's
do it.
Rosie.
Let's run it back.
That was Rosie when you wouldn't talk about the show.
But we should, by the way, absolutely 100% agree with you, because we should just hit record and let it go and see what happens. Second of all, Sauce is so true to form in this podcast, because you're the gang leader at first, Saucy.
Yeah.
After the third one, you are handing out your drinks, trying to give them away.
Yeah.
And we're so pissed at you because we're drunk by that point.
Yeah.
So we're not holding back. We're like calling you the worst names.
Yeah.
Your dad's calling you the worst names, by the way.
What's Dov saying? Because he still has a microphone.
I don't even think I could make out. But you're
That's the only part, by the way, we shouldn't run back.
yeah, you're right. Just
No
hand
one
him
give
out.
Dov a microphone.
Right. It's interesting because I think I stopped listening this morning about 35 minutes in, and it's starting to get to the point where I don't know who's talking.
Yeah.
That's how many people are talking
Yeah.
at one time. Conversations going on.
Yeah.
And Creasel is way out in front of all of us
Yeah.
immediately. He is so smashed.
Yeah.
So again, if you don't know what we're talking about, think about this for a second. How long ago was that? Was that that was pre-COVID, right? So was that
2019.
2019? All right, so
So, yeah, right
2019.
before it.
We do a podcast after the morning show in Vegas where we just start doing shots and we all get hammered. And there were no commercials. It was just, what did you say, 45 minutes or an hour or something?
It's about an hour 15.
It's an hour of just multiple people talking over each other and yelling and just nonsense. It got so bad, again, that bosses here were like, no, this wasn't just bad. This is an embarrassment to broadcasting.
Yes.
We need to take this podcast down. And we're like, well, what do we care? The fans think it's funny. They know it's a train wreck. We're framing it as a train wreck. You should go listen to this train wreck that we posted. And they were like, yeah, it's beyond that. This is literally embarrassing.
Yeah.
But we're like, but that's the bit. And normally that's what works on the fan is if we just say, well, that's the bit. We know. We're leaning into the bit that it's a train wreck. No, this is beyond that. Let's take it down. We're going to lose sponsors.
And the problem,
it wasn't that bad.
No, and nobody,
not even close.
And again, I got half of it to go yet. Nobody has said anything bothersome yet.
Right.
But that, again, is the real danger of doing this.
Yeah,
of
right?
course.
What if we finally tell Rosie what we really think about it? You know?
Well, that's why we shouldn't live stream it.
Yeah,
we should just
agreed.
record it.
We can.
Right, just in case.
Yeah.
We could do this.
All right,
I'm in.
Let's run it back later this year.
Yeah.
My God, man. Man.
But no David.
Oh, and by the way,
On any level.
at one point, I think it's you, Corey, that looks over and goes, okay, now it's really happening. Jared's doing a shot.
Oh, brilliant.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah. I remember that.
I
Yeah.
I remember him being worried sick with all these shots around the equipment.
At one point, somebody, I think it was maybe you saw says, we got to get away from Jared. Everybody's drinking around Jared. And so we got to move away from him.
I like to stand up for Jared.
Man, I got to tell you. And you know the cool thing about that? I was thinking about this. I don't remember. I think I might have walked it off later because I don't remember waking up feeling trashed or feeling like that ruined the rest of the weekend for me.
Well, look, this doesn't need to be said to anybody that goes to Vegas with the Power Trip Morning Show, but the beauty of being done at 7 a.m. is the times that we have been obliterated drunk by 8 or 9 in the morning is, well, what are you missing? You go back to your room. Sometimes you could sleep it off for 4 or 5 hours.
Dude.
Then you get up at 2 p.m.? Guess what you've missed? Absolutely nothing. Start over. Shower and start over.
The show ended.
It's the best.
At 7 o'clock local time out there. So that means we were doing the show at the latest by 7:15. And if we went for an hour and 15, by my math, that means
It's like 8:30.
8:30 in the morning, and we're clobbered.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I guarantee I went for a walk for 4 hours. I bet I did.
Yeah. I think you did. Yeah.
Sure. God,
I
it's
lost
the
like
best.
$7,000.
Oh yeah. Was that the same trip where
I
we
can't
were
wait.
charged for all that?
Yeah.
And we all just basically did the Home Alone bit where they're like, give this to Kevin, give this to Kevin.
Yeah.
And it was to Parrish.
And we gave it to Parrish.
Yeah.
And then
and
I paid him back.
And Parrish, Parrish wasn't even drinking.
Yeah, remember, this is the funny part of the story. If you remember, Chris paid him, right?
Yeah.
Remember, because Mark went around going like, who's paying for this? And I offered to help pay, and Mark's like, no, because he was so convinced that this company would reimburse him.
Wow.
So he wouldn't accept my money, but Chris is like, I'll give you some money. And for whatever reason, Mark took Chris's money.
Yeah.
So he didn't take mine, took yours, and then didn't get reimbursed for my heart.
And I don't know what the bill was, and I know Sarah's listening. Maybe
I think
she
it was like
remembers.
$700 or $800.
I remember I gave him $350.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even half. I do remember thinking that's not half.
I think it was in the 7 or 8 range, but I don't remember because, again, it was 7 years ago. But something like that.
We were a disaster.
Come on, Mark, you thought they were going to reimburse you?
For alcohol?
That's the dumbest thing in the whole
He worked
podcast.
for real companies at that point. He didn't understand.
No, they didn't pay Corey for an Uber ride.
Can you imagine, by the way, he's the best, but are we terrible? I mean, Parrish is sober, and we made him sit through that with us.
Fair.
Yeah, what a terrible group of friends we are.
And pick up the tab.
And pay for it. I'm sorry, Perry. I
Front
love
page
you, man.
sports after this. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Unreal Celebrity Softball Game with Adam Thielen and CJ Ham. May 28th. Tickets at ThielenFoundation.org.
From the 1-800-ASK.
10 a.m. right now as you're listening live. Who knows what time it is for you right now? But I'll tell you what I hope for you. I hope you are sitting somewhere relaxing. You got a cold something or other in your hand. I hope not.
Like a drink?
Not a body part. Yeah, you're right. You know,
Why is it cold?
That's what I mean. I don't know. I better be more specific. And I hope you're relaxing, enjoying a 3-day weekend. That's what I hope for you.
Yeah.
Hope you're looking somewhere in a direction that makes you smile, and you're listening to the Power Trip Morning Show, and we say something that makes you laugh at least one time.
I doubt it.
I do too, but that's what I'm hoping, you know?
If not, we can just do sports.
By the
That's
way,
not really funny.
We're going to do that. Mr. Parrish tells me the bill was $900.
Oh, $900. Even more.
Plus tip.
Yeah, with tip. All right. Well, thanks, Mark.
Yeah. Did Rosie get the tip? I can't remember.
Oh, no. He wasn't. He wasn't still there.
No, you've technically paid for it.
Of course I did.
Yeah, Parrish wouldn't take my money. All right. Front page sports.
Front page sports. Presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores for limited time. Buy 2, get 1 free when it comes to Red Bull at Holiday. Mix and match any flavors you want. What flavor do you want? Boom, there you go. Including the summer edition. Holiday has Red Bull for 2 for 1. I love Holiday.
Same, man.
That's where I go, man.
Yeah.
Got the
Holiday's the best.
The old Luther Advantage card, so I'm saving money on gas. I'm getting down there and getting lottery tickets once in a while. I'm going to get energy drinks and those freaking pretzels that they got in there.
It's always a friendly atmosphere at Holiday.
Holiday's the best.
Yeah.
I go to the car wash
candy.
in Rogers, and it's right beside Holiday. I get a car wash, and I drive right over it. I get gas, and I go in, and I get myself a Red Bull. It's perfect. It's everything I need.
The Montreal Canadiens won 6-2 over Carolina in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Carolina had been 8-0 this postseason, and they scored 33 seconds into the game, and everybody's going, oh, my God, this team is an unstoppable force. What are we doing here? Can we just skip ahead to the finals? This is a waste of time. And then Cole Caulfield scored 27 seconds later, and Montreal added 3 more in the first to lead 4-1 after 1. So they go on to win 6-2. We talked about this yesterday, but the 11 full day break for Carolina was the longest playoff layoff since 1919. So we were saying, how can you ever predict the rust versus rest? There's no way to know if they're going to come out rusty or rested. I don't know what it was, but either way, Montreal came out and looked great after a 7-game series against Buffalo. So they win 6-2. Game 2, Saturday night in Carolina. Maybe you guys can go to that.
Yeah.
Zachary, why don't you, I don't know how far that is from where you guys are going to be, but you guys can go watch Game 2.
That's a great point.
Huckle buy tickets.
Buy tickets.
Where is that?
It's Raleigh, right?
Raleigh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
How far is Raleigh from where you guys are going to be?
It's a ways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like hours?
I think a couple hours, I believe, yeah. Charlotte's a great city, though, man.
Yeah,
have you
Charlotte.
been there, Cor?
I have not been to Charlotte.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, you were there last time I was there.
Yeah, it was
Saucy.
sweet.
It's a small town
beautiful,
feel, but it's a big city, man. It's great.
I went to Myrtle Beach when I was like 13.
Oh, now we're talking. That is the T words.
Wow.
That place is the best.
Is it better than it was 30 years ago? Like, is it improved? Because I remember it being a little dirty but fun because it was a beach and I was 13.
Well,
but
it's not to be a douchebag. It's the East Coast. It's a little dirty.
Right.
You know, I mean, that's just by nature. It's not like the West Coast where it's the sun's always shining and the water's warm, you know?
East Coast beach.
Yeah, East Coast beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sauce. I think you know this. My guess is you're going to get very close. It's been a rough patch for Canada when it comes to hockey in the NHL. This is a stat that's thrown out a lot. You read a lot of sports, you watch a lot of SportsCenter.
Yes, sir.
You probably are going to get this, but I want to see if you can. What was the year and what was the team the last time a Canadian team won the Stanley Cup?
Well, it's got to be Montreal.
Does it?
Or wait, is the bit that they've never won? They've had to have won one.
Who?
Wait,
Montreal?
no. They have. Isn't the stat that they've Canada, excuse me, has never won a Stanley Cup?
Are you nuts?
Wasn't Jock?
Oh,
are you nuts?
But what's the bit we always talk about that a Canadian? Well, maybe it's got to be a.
Maybe you mean the NFL.
Are you nuts?
I don't think they've ever won an
No,
NFL.
I thought that was a thing.
No one's won more than Montreal. Isn't it like 27, 24 Stanley Cups?
Like the first 100 of them?
No one's won more than them. But it's been a long time.
Yeah, that.
So
maybe
who was the last Canadian team to win, and what year was it? Wow, I thought you would know this. Or at least get very close.
Saying that Canada had never won one.
Yeah, this is why you're not the next Marty Smith. Is you just said, has Canada ever won one? Has Montreal ever won one?
Yeah.
You got off on the wrong foot, but you know.
Has Russia ever won a gold medal?
Yeah, you essentially just said, have the Yankees ever won the World Series?
I guess, yeah, you're correct. But I always
that's
thought
exactly better.
that's the exact
but I always
equivalent.
thought there was some stat.
This is the stat. It's how long it's been.
75 years.
Okay. Zach, no, what did you say, 70 what?
5 years.
Zach, see how close you can get. Go.
I mean, I know it.
Okay, go.
93.
Yeah, it was the Montreal Canadiens in 1993. So it's been 33 years since Canada has won a cup, and it was Montreal. So yes, they have won before. Man, this would be a very unlikely year for not just Canada to do it, but this team, right? Because, you know, Edmonton's had a couple of shots in the last handful of years. They have Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. Austin Matthews in Toronto has looked really good.
For now.
Of all teams to do it, Zachary, Montreal out of nowhere would kind of be nuts.
Yeah. I mean, out of nowhere, indeed. They have, had an incredible run here. Cole Caulfield is just one of those special players that very well could deliver this. But, I think it's still some work to do. Hurricanes, I think, will find their game. Clearly, they didn't have it. I mean, some of the decision making was so poor, and like Kenny and Eddie were just ripping them to shreds, and they deserved it. So, I guess in the rest versus rust debate, which I thought was settled 33 seconds in, turned out to be maybe more on the rust side of things, because Montreal looked like they knew how to play hockey last night. Carolina did not.
May I make an obvious point? Carolina Hurricanes. Great name. That's cool. What a terrible thing. Like, the Minnesota death by freezing.
Yeah.
I mean,
the Minnesota tornadoes.
Yeah, the California fell into the center of the earthquakes.
Sure.
You know, like the Washington forest fires. You know, terrible thing, hurricane. Terrible.
Yeah,
especially in Carolina.
Or what about the Miami Hurricanes?
Yeah,
they're terrible there.
Terrible. I'm glad it ain't the New Orleans Hurricanes.
Yeah, good point.
But we bought one not long after Katrina.
We really did.
Remember that?
Yes.
Felt weird, but we drank that sumbitch.
What's in it?
Everything. Like, I think it's like a Long Island iced tea, only frozen.
It's really good. I don't remember what was in it.
Good. It was red.
Yeah, it's
There's red coming out, too.
Light rum and dark rum.
Yeah.
Some kind of fruit juice, orange juice, and then fresh lime juice. Simple syrup and grenadine.
Do you remember, Corey? We were walking along
that sounds good.
The water's edge, and we bought one from like a food truck almost. Do you remember?
No.
And I remember distinctly because we were surrounded by wreckage where they were still trying to rebuild New Orleans from Hurricane Katrina, and we were buying something called a hurricane. We were like, party on?
Hey, we were supporting the economy.
I know.
Party on,
I was not going to let my city burn, right? I was doing my part. Thank you.
Yeah.
Finally, somebody clapped
You
for me.
are something else.
Yeah.
I was trying to save the city.
You are.
There were a lot of people asking me to
You buy
step up
2
and do
donuts?
something, so I did. They weren't donuts. They were
Oh, I'm
beignets.
sorry. Yeah.
How many did you
Yes.
buy?
Just one.
You know what? It's one donut at a
Dude.
time. That's how we'll save our city.
Paul, how many donuts would they have had purchased that day if I had not bought that one? One fewer.
Yeah.
By the way, just for the record, Montreal's won 24 cups. Toronto's won 13. Edmonton's won 5.
I'm sorry.
Calgary's won 1. Ottawa has not won.
Maybe it was Ottawa.
Neither is Vancouver.
Man, maybe it was. Maybe it was Ottawa.
I thought I heard Ottawa.
You probably did.
Vancouver also has not won.
The Coovie. The glove Coovie.
Has Montreal ever won a cup?
I'm sorry.
Has Canada ever won?
Honestly, that's I mean, that's got to be preposterous statement, right?
That might be in next year's tournament. Has Montreal ever won a cup?
Well, but
You might be in.
yeah, I don't pay that close attention to hockey.
Well, neither do I.
Yeah, that was dumb. But
That's
yeah.
okay. I liked it. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
So but here's the difference between a preposterous statement and a preposterous question is if you had said Montreal has never won a cup, like definitively, then it's preposterous. I don't know, asking a really, really, really dumb question.
Yeah, but
like,
then
has Montreal ever won even one?
Yeah, but I didn't. Yeah.
I mean, that's, well, again, that's for the committee to decide. I'm not on the committee.
Yeah, okay.
That might be in the conversation. I can't wait to see Parrish's face when he walks in and goes, really, Paul?
Well,
Montreal?
I don't pay that close attention to hockey.
They're an original 6.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, look, they've won 24 times, but they also made it to the cup 10 other times. Like 1916, 1917, 1919, 1924, 1925, 1930, 1931, 1944, 1946, 1947, 1951, 1952, 1953, 1954, 1955, 1956, 1957, 1958, 1959, 1960, 1965, 1966, 1967, 1968, 1969, 1971, 1973, 1976, 1977, 1978, 1979, 1986, 1989, 1993, and 2021. That was all off the top of my head, by the way.
Yeah.
Got it.
They've made the finals 34 times.
34.
I think I saw a stat yesterday that teams who play win a game 7 and then go on to play a team that had a sweep are like 7-1. Like it's crazy. I guess the history favors the
game 7 winner?
7 team over the team that is coming off a sweep.
Interesting. That's counterintuitive.
It very much.
I think the other stat was something like they gave up 5. The Hurricanes had given up 5 goals in each of the last 2 series. That's it, and they gave up 6 last night.
Yikes!
4 in like the first period alone.
Yep.
All right, I think Mr. Z's calling in a second. We'll talk to him. I believe he wants to talk Mandalorian. Although he didn't text me yesterday. He normally texts me the day before.
That looks bad.
I don't think it looks bad, but I'm reading that it is.
Yeah.
It looks like it would be fun, like a romp.
Well, I hope Mr. Z calls because he
passed.
He gave me a kind of a bullet point take on it. And let's just say he has a very strong opinion about one specific part of this movie.
Does it involve Netflix?
No.
Does it involve Rotten Tomatoes?
No.
Okay,
a specific part of the actual movie where he's like, well, I don't even want to ruin the punchline because it's rock bottom if this is true, if his take is true.
Ma'am?
But he's got a solid defense for some of the rest of the movie. We'll talk to hopefully Mr. Z after this. Otherwise, what really matters? Scores and stats around the world of sports in a second. Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan. The Fan, along with BigDeck.com, want to help you win $1,000.
Bringing the party to the island. Join the guys at Treasure Island May 28th and 29th. That's next Thursday and Friday for 2 unforgettable shows full of games, laughs, and huge prizes, including Vegas trips. Book your stay and save 20% with promo code KFAN. Plus, we have a special announcement that's worth the trip alone. Details at KFAN.com. Just make the keyword calendar.
All right, let's dive in. I know he has some hot takes. Hi, Mr. Z. Oh, this thing is not working. Same problem I heard Barrero complaining about here, so you're going to have to do it. What's going on with our phones over here? Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Hi, Mr. Z.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Good morning, good morning. All right, so The Mandalorian and Grogu, the big movie this weekend. What can you tell us about what works and what does not work in this movie?
Okay, well, what works really well is the amount of creatures that they put into it. Like if you're kind of looking for fun, I mean, there's a lot of monsters and, you know, a cool dragon-like things and stuff. So there's no shortage of that. It's not boring in most parts. The hardest thing I had with, and I guess I'm not a huge Star Wars guy. I liked Star Wars. I grew up with Star Wars, but it never was like, I never paid attention to the canon of it, to the, you know, that doesn't, you know, so I just went to enjoy. But for some reason, I know Jabba the Hutt. Well, his kid is in this movie, and for some reason, I have a hard time getting past Rada the Hutt being buff, MMA fighter style, big muscles. It's weird for me. I don't understand the physics of a giant snail with arms fighting. It's weird for me to see them moving fast. Very CGI. What kind of surprised me is how, looking through kind of customer comments, looking on what the review, that I've seen very few people mention it. And so I looked into it a little bit, and apparently that's, in the comic books, the Hutts are really big and strong, and that's how they got so powerful. And I'm like, what? So I didn't know any of that.
Sure.
I didn't care for Rada the Hutt. Other than that, when he wasn't on screen, there's a lot of coolness. I don't know if it's great. It's just very cool.
Can you tell them who you compared Rada the Hutt to me?
Oh, boy, I don't remember. I'm sorry. What did they say?
I'm going to paraphrase, but you basically said that he makes Jar Jar Binks look like Marlon Brando.
Oh, Jesus, right. Yeah, I was so mad at that point. Wow. I think I said I hated every minute that he was on screen. I hated the movie. And then whenever he wasn't on screen, I'm like, oh, this is kind of good.
Jeez.
And I'm like, oh, no, Rada the Hutt's coming back. But I think I might be in the minority on that.
Oh, really?
Strangely enough. So, again, I've been scouring I've been Googling it. I normally don't do this. I even went to Reddit to try to find out, was it just me that just didn't care for this? And I haven't found anyone who just hated only that part of the movie. And so yeah, I was so mad. Now that you said it, I remember saying that. I just was like, I was just getting more and more angry because I liked everything. Sure. I didn't love any of it. But I'm like, I like this. It's kind of fun. A little too CGI here and there and stuff like that. But so that being said, if you can get past, or maybe you enjoy Rada the Hutt being, The Rock. I don't know. So
do you have to know the series, The Mandalorian, to jump in, or is it pretty easy to catch up and figure it out? I mean, it's Star Wars. It's not algebra.
Yeah, I think so. In fact, I believe they did that on purpose. Here, I'll tell you my Mandalorian thing. Not that anyone cares really, but I remember when Mandalorian first came out. Everyone was, oh, you got to see Mandalorian. You got to see Mandalorian. I watched it, and I didn't really get it. I watched the whole first season, and I'm like, hey, that's enough Mandalorian for me. I will say this, I liked the movie. I liked this more than I liked season 1 of Mandalorian because I was just bored to death during season 1 of Mandalorian. So no, you don't need to know really anything because it's pretty, I mean, if you understand the Star Wars universe at all, and I guess it would help to know who the Mandalorians are and what their jobs kind of were, what they did as mercenaries, et cetera, or, bounty hunters. That helps, but otherwise, no. I mean, you see a bunch of recognizable, things in this movie that if you know the Clone Wars and things like that, that's like, oh yeah, those are that. I know that guy, but you don't need to know. Okay. Basically, you just need to know who Grogu. I mean, if you've seen Grogu and you've seen Mandalorian in a picture, then you know the movie.
Got it. Oh. Hey, what can you tell us about Obsession? I've heard a lot of people obsessing, pun intended, about this. It's 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. Everybody's raving about this movie. It's some kind of a horror thriller movie. I don't know exactly what it is.
Right. Obsession came out last week. kind of a teen. It's not a teen. I guess it is a teen movie. Basic premise: there's a guy who kind of pines after this young woman. They're just friends, and he has almost like a Twilight Zone movie type thing. He has this weird little wish stick. I forget what it's actually called. Kind of like a wishbone, where you make a wish on it, and so he wishes that she would love him more than. I'm not really spoiling anything. Okay. She would love him more than anything else, and then he makes the wish, and he gets what he wanted because she doesn't just, it becomes an obsession, and she becomes, it's what happens after that is very creepy and scary, and they did a good job, especially for that. It's not, I don't think it's aimed at a younger crowd, and I think that's in a good way, so.
All right. Anything else coming out this week, or is this all Star Wars weekend, essentially?
This is pretty much Star Wars. Yeah, there's a small movie called Passengers that will come and go, and people won't recall too much. So, but now we're taking off, because then we hit into some big, couple nice weekends here we shouldn't have many weekends where nothing opens for the next 3 months.
I'm going to be super curious next week to see how Nate Bargatze's movie does. The Breadwinner.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I can tell you. Well, it's funny. I've had a lot of discussions on this because nationally the projections are very low, but I think they're nuts. This is going to be. I'm trying to think of what I can say, what I can't say. This is really a throwback to an old, early '90s type movie where it's PG rated and there's no swearing in it. There's no, and it's very simple. But Nate Bargatze, it doesn't matter whether his lines are funny or not because he's so funny. So I think it's going to do very well, especially off the coasts and in between the coasts. It's going to do very well.
So you have seen it?
Yes.
Okay, got it. You know what's crazy is I talked about this on the air, but we went on a road trip somewhere. I can't remember where. And I was taking a long walk, and I was listening to Nate Bargatze on, I believe, a Sunday morning interview or maybe 60 Minutes interview, and he was talking about all the things he wanted to do to be legitimately family friendly, because he said even the things these days that are marketed as family friendly really aren't. And so he said, I'm going to even make an amusement park. And the interviewer was like, what? He's like, no, I'm serious. I saw designs for it the other day. He's really making an amusement park where you can literally go and let your kids go wander off by themselves and be kids and have fun and not be worried about it. How about that?
Yeah, he's doing something unique with Breadwinner that ruffles. It doesn't matter, insider stuff. But what he's doing is he kind of pushed the studio to do what's called the Nate rate. And studios can't tell theaters what to charge, but basically it's is that there will be so if you go see this movie there's matinee pricing and there's evening pricing. With Breadwinner, Bargatze said, I don't want to do that. I want to make this more affordable. So almost every theater in the country will be charging matinee prices at the evening.
Wow.
So if you go there, so it's going to be about half the price of a normal ticket for Breadwinner. If you go during the day, it'll be the same, but at night it's still matinee pricing on Breadwinner. And he wanted to do that for the families who don't normally get to go out to a movie because they can't afford it. So
good for him. Smart, man. Look at Nate go. Good for him.
Yep, it is.
All right. Thanks, Mr. Z. Appreciate it, man.
All right, guys.
See you, buddy.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Follow him on Twitter at Mr. Z Movies. Interesting. The Nate rate.
I don't like that name.
No. Yeah, it's close.
It's too scary.
It's close. Too scary.
I'm going to say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask for that. Hi, a teenage person working behind the counter.
Yeah.
Can I get the Nate rate on this?
Yeah. Just
911.
How about the Nate fee?
Yeah, right. Oh, bye-bye. That's on me. Sorry.
I prefer the Nate rate.
All right, relax.
All right,
please.
Rosie, get out of here.
Please, go home, Rose.
Mark, you're watching Star Wars, though.
No, you misheard me.
You gotta go.
More of the Power Trip Morning Show, including What Really Matters after this. Mark Parrish in like 20 minutes. Marnie Gellner in a little bit. Initials at 8:15 with $116,500 up for grabs with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials jackpot. One of you gets a crack at it today at 8:15. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
From the 1-800 Ask Gary Traffic Center.
This report is sponsored.
Hi.
Hey, Mark's here.
I know. He said something very intriguing to me, and then he walked out the door. He goes, the reason I took your money, and then he said, I'll tell you in a minute. And he walked out. I'm like,
I can't wait.
You can't leave me at a cliffhanger.
Yeah, well,
So we're talking about the Vegas trip. And we're talking about the fact that there was a giant bar bill of $900 plus tip.
Yeah.
And that Corey offered you money, and you said, no, thank you, I got this. And then when I offered you money, you took it.
And I'm going to throw, I'm 90% positive it was SJ.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because I was talking to her about it, and I'm like, well, they'll reimburse me, right? She's like, just shaking her head, no. And then you walked up right after that. I'll take it.
That sounds right.
So if anybody's to blame, it's SJ.
There you go. You know what? That's normally the answer for everything in my life. Yep. Way to go, SJ. Nice job. Thanks a lot.
God, I'm glad I offered you money before he told you the truth.
Money.
That would have been awesome if you had circled back and been like, hey, I changed my mind. I will take that money.
Yeah. I'm almost positive, by the way, that is the trip where I was handing out $100 bills.
100%.
Because I was doing so well gambling. I was giving, so I'm sure I was happy to give you money. I probably had wads of it in my pocket. And by the way, I probably gave it all back that night.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I got a problem, but I enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a good time.
All right,
and I think I speak for all of us when I say, I'm sorry, man.
Sorry,
we didn't think about the fact that you're sober, and we made you. Basically, it's taking me to a casino and making me watch you guys gamble.
Yeah, Clockwork Orange style.
Thank you, SJ.
Yeah.
All right, let's do what really matters. Is brought to you by Ovo LASIK and Lens. Thanks to Dr. Mark Lobanoff and Dr. David Whiting. Ovo LASIK and Lens. Go get LASIK and change your life. Don't wait, man. It's almost summer. Go get LASIK. The New York Knicks won 109-93 over the Cleveland Cavaliers. They are up 2-0 in that series. And how about this? Very quietly, the Knicks have won 9 straight games.
Wow.
Because they won the last 3 games in the Atlanta series after trailing that series, I think, 2-1. They won the last 3 against Atlanta. They swept Philly and now have won the first 2 against Cleveland. They have a 9-game postseason win streak. Look out for the New York Knicks. Sauce.
Yes, sir.
Montreal.
Have the Bulls ever won an NBA title?
Yeah, they won a bunch.
The answer is yes. The Knicks are 2 wins away from the NBA Finals. When was the last time the Knicks made the NBA Finals?
Have they ever made one? Are you asking just me?
Just you.
Thank God he's not asking me.
Was it last year?
1999. During the Limp Bizkit baby boom. Everybody was having kids listen to $3 Bill, y'all, but
motivated everybody.
The New York Knicks made it in 1999, but they are 2 wins away.
John Stark.
C. Riley.
And John C. Riley was there. Paul Thomas Anderson. Paul, your hands up?
They are playing the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Mm-hmm.
Can Parrish and Hawk name 5 Cleveland Cavaliers?
Come on, 5.
4?
I'm not just going to give you a Caniac.
4. One of them's obvious.
No. I'm not. No. We don't ever put the number as high as 4 or 5.
3.5?
Oh, this is the same thing. I don't think they can get to 4. I think they can
2.5?
get. I mean, that's close. That's really close.
How about the number's 3?
What side are you on? Do you think they can get to 3 or not? I think they can get 2 and would have to get very lucky to get a 3rd.
Yeah, I don't think.
We're both on the under?
Yeah.
God, I want to win more Caniacs, but
yeah,
I don't know if they can get to 3.
I mean,
it's close.
Who's the second one?
Well, that exactly. That one I might be. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe it is just 1. All right, we're both on the under, so we're not making the bet. All-time Cleveland Cavaliers. Go.
LeBron.
LeBron, for sure.
Unbelievable. They got it.
Go ahead.
All right, I think I would eat chicken.
Carlos Boozer? Is that a name?
That is a name. I was thinking, didn't Kevin Love go there?
Kevin Love definitely went there in the trade. But I don't know for whom. But I also was thinking that one guy...
Is it Kyrie Irving? Did he play there?
How many did they want us to get?
I don't know.
The goal was 3.
Oh, okay, so I know Kevin Love is for sure.
Final answer?
Yeah, he was there.
Definitely there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well done.
Yeah.
Obviously LeBron.
There's 2.
The beard guy?
That sounds right, because I think he was there at the same time LeBron was there, wasn't he?
I think so.
But what about that one guy who came in the league I know he played for Denver. I don't know. I can't remember his name anyway. Isn't it weird that we can't think of anybody else?
Yeah, I know.
There should be somebody like historically. You're like, well, that's the guy that you think of when you think of Cleveland.
Yeah, LeBron.
So do you have a third final answer? Anybody you going with that you feel good about?
You want to say the beard?
Yeah, let's say the beard.
Do you know?
Kyrie Irving?
Kyrie Irving?
No, Kyrie.
Well, that doesn't make me feel confident.
What is the beard's name? It's not Kyrie Irving?
No.
Harden.
Yeah. That's his name. Yeah.
I'm going to go with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
When did he play for them?
So you said he played back in the day with LeBron, right? Correct?
Didn't he?
He got traded there this year. He is a current.
We got there.
That would have been unbelievable.
You guys would have gotten 4.
If we made the bet,
was Irving one too?
Irving definitely was there.
Oh, look at us!
By the way, did Carlos Boozer play there too?
I don't know. Drafted by him.
I don't know. How did you pull Carlos Boozer off?
Let's go.
He was drafted by him. He played there for
NBA
2 seasons.
geniuses over
Yeah,
here.
it's in there.
Did they bring up a name of anybody who didn't play there? I think they went 5 for 5.
They went 5. See, my
Look
number
at
wasn't
us.
bad.
Man,
Now, who's the guy who came in the league at the same time as LeBron? And it was also a big deal. Or maybe it's not. Man, he played for Denver for the longest time.
you're thinking of Carmelo Anthony.
That's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Melo
he
did not play for
I'm
Cleveland.
glad I didn't say it.
He played for the Knicks in Denver.
Gotcha.
I think, is that it? Where else did Carmelo play? Did he have like a weird 1 year somewhere? Those were the two big ones. The Knicks
Carmelo
and the
played
Nuggets.
for Denver, New York, Oklahoma City, Houston, Portland, and the
Oh my
Lakers.
God!
Oh, he was getting
were
close
those
to
all
me.
like 1 year
Yeah,
stints?
the Lakers was 1 year. The Portland was.
I forgot
2
he got
years.
thrown around at the end like a dish rag.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right.
Nothing wrong with being a dish rag at the end of your career.
No, Melo's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but I mean, this draft, man, the first 5 picks, the second one was bad.
I can do it. I can do it.
Yeah. The whole
LeBron was 1. Darko was 2.
Darko. Milicic.
Melo was 3. Bosch was 4. Dwayne Wade was 5.
You are correct,
Are
sir.
you kidding? That's a great
Okay,
draft.
how about this?
Except for Darko.
Who went 7th overall, a
Best
point
name.
guard from Kansas?
This is 03, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talk amongst yourselves. Rhode Island, neither a road nor an island discuss.
I've never been there. You've
Providence,
been there, right, Perry?
Providence isn't too bad.
There's no chance that I've flown in there, right? You wouldn't fly in there to go to New England, would you?
Well, I thought Lieber said you guys did that.
Is that what you guys?
Card from Kansas.
I think we fly into Boston. Think I'm going to Boston.
It wasn't Brandon Rush, was it? Like, that was a different year. And he wasn't a point guard.
Do you want a clue?
Yeah.
Was a white guy.
White guy from Kansas?
He's pretty
I'm
fly.
completely blanking.
Kirk Heinrich.
Oh, wow. Kirk Heinrich.
God.
Who did the
I
Wolves
forgot
take?
he
I've
existed.
never heard that name
Me
before.
neither.
No,
Terrible.
Corey,
Oh,
if
for
I'd
sure,
asked
I
him
remember
10
him.
years ago, he would have known.
He played for the Bulls for a while.
Who did we take at pick 26?
Andy Eby.
Yep.
Was that Duty Weeby?
That was
Yeah,
the
that
Andy
was-
Eby
yeah.
draft. And again, he got drafted in the first round because he played good defense against LeBron in the McDonald's High School All-American game. That was one of the reasons why McHale thought he was good.
Duty
Remember that.
Weeby.
Isn't that nuts?
I mean,
Look at it. Look at the
Can
kid
I-
playing defense on LeBron.
this is way too much, and I could Google it, but I'd rather ask you, Cor. In the 2002 season into the 2003 draft, were the Wolves good?
Hang on.
Or
Say
was
it again.
one of their picks that they missed?
I don't remember.
Was this like a Joe Smith bit?
I mean, maybe.
What a
I don't-
draft to miss out on the top 10 in.
I mean,
Let's look.
But no, that was the era of Garnett. We were
Yeah,
we
good
were
point.
winning 50 games every year, just not advancing out of the first round for like 7 or 8 straight years. Right? We were
Yeah.
always competitive with KG.
They were 49 and 33
Sure.
that season. Or
That
wait,
makes
no.
sense.
Hold on.
I probably went to 1,000
this
games that year.
Hold on.
Take your time, baby.
It takes me forever. I'm not good at. They were 51 and 31 that year.
Sure.
Yeah, good for them.
But what really matters is this.
Would you guys have been able to name the 13 colonies?
Oh boy.
I just realized I was not able to.
Probably most. I don't know if I could go 13 for 13.
No chance.
Go for it.
Well, let's just start in New England, right? Let's go Massachusetts.
1.
Vermont. Maybe I'm off to a bad start. Well, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, yes. Vermont is not.
Vermont's not. Wow, okay.
New Hampshire?
I was just going to crush New England and assume those were most of them. Virginia.
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Good one. Well done. Well done.
Oh, wait. Not Maryland. Yeah, no, yeah, Maryland. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Maryland. Yep, that's 5.
Man, if I can't just crush New England, if Vermont isn't, yeah, I'll still say New Hampshire.
Yep.
Rhode Island.
Yeah, that's the reason I brought it up, because Rhode Island went in today. It was the last one to ratify the Constitution.
So what am I at, 8?
Yeah, 7.
Wait, they added a 13th colony today?
Montreal's won a cup?
I'm just going to tell you, because I don't know who you said and who you didn't.
Okay.
New Hampshire, Massachusetts,
Yep.
Rhode Island,
Yep.
Connecticut,
Connecticut I should have had. What am I
New
doing?
York,
Yep.
New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia.
All right, so you had to go further south. I was going to crush the top right corner, so I would have missed if I would have guessed Maine as well. So it had to be basically Boston in that area and then south all the way to Georgia.
All the way to Georgia, but not Florida, which I would have thought was, but it's not.
We're learning something today.
We are.
Look at that. History.
Look at that. Yeah, man.
13 original. I didn't learn that song, right? The
I didn't either.
I didn't know it existed until right now.
Is that a Schoolhouse Rock thing?
No, I think you were supposed to. I think we sang it in school. I just didn't retain it.
I probably, shocking, wasn't listening.
We were singing Skinner.
Yeah, you guys loved it. And then fighting. You guys would all fight.
Okay, you guys ready for the morning announcements? First, sing the national anthem. If I leave here tomorrow.
Great song.
Great song.
Great song.
Maybe that's the play. Maybe some teacher should come up with a song for the periodic table of elements and then have second graders learn the song, because then they would remember the table for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not important in life, but it's important at the time.
Only
because
if it's important to you.
memorizing.
Right.
Only important to your job.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I'm never, ever, the only time I've ever used it, it's like NBA teams. Every now and again, you guys might ask me something about it.
Sure.
And I don't know the answer.
But you probably had to learn about it in chemistry class, and once in a while you're pissed that you don't know more of it when you see a question on Jeopardy.
I'm sure it ruined my life as much as the times tables did at one point.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I got so nervous that morning.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it.
Now I'm reading.
I pissed everybody's pants, not my own.
Wow. Well, that's your dad's dream.
How dare you?
I'm now reading Cookie Monster books to my kiddo.
Yeah.
Some of the words I'm like,
Is he proud of you?
This. Yeah. He hands it to me. Brilliant. He hands it to me to see if I can read it.
Does he ever say, "Keep going, buddy, you're doing great"?
Yep. You got this, Daddy.
Yeah. Then he'll look at me when I screw up like Corey looks at me.
Does Kel ever say, "Lou, go in there and read with your dad"?
Yeah, go help him out. Yeah, correct.
He's still reading Cookie Monster books.
He's almost through the first one.
Mark Parrish is here. Marnie Gellner will be here shortly. Initials at 8:15. The news is next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
This report is sponsored by Luggage World. Good morning. We have no accidents and no delay.